rural county that's fairly reluctant to change, and unfortunately recycling hasn't been a huge push through our community.
It's definitely gone down over the years.
So we don't
Go ahead. I just did it different.
okay. We don't get near the volume of recyclables coming in as say Lewis and Clark County or Gallatin or Madison or Jefferson may.
If somebody's willing to come in and make them go away without ever us having to even look at them, that seems like the way to go.
It's a no labor impact for us that way. And we don't have the onus of storing, we don't have the onus of anything. You'd have to come in fairly frequently and empty the can out, but he said he's more than willing to do that because he makes the rounds through the bars here and picks up their stuff anyways. So
Would he be willing to do Winston? And
that would be part of the deal if we did.
Yeah.
That he would pick up Winston's. And it doesn't fill up nearly as quick as our one down at Cedar Street, but it does fill up pretty quick.
right. So I would say give it to him. And the main concern from the citizens is just that we recycle.
But it's not getting thrown away.
Yeah, they hate to see it thrown away.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
It's kind of a no-brainer at this point.
Take the path of least resistance.
Yeah. If it's not gonna cost or have any impact on us that way, and we're not getting anything for it anyway.
Well, one question to the commission, do I have to post that in the paper and allow anybody to come in and have an attempt at it?
I would think so.
I can just, if you guys want to make a motion to post it in the paper, I can post it in the paper, and then I don't know if we'll get a whole lot of interest in it other than the one individual who's already said he's interested in it. He's really the only one that collects in town, so, or that it's set up to handle a larger volume than what your average person would be.
Anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion and we accept it, go with it, put it in the paper and see what we'll go with.
Okay.
A second.
I'll second.
Aye.
All in favor?
Okay.
All right.
Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, been passed, so we'll move on. Transfer station truck repairs.
So I got a call from Mr. Davis that our Schaefer oil report came back with extreme amounts of glycol in the oil. Just about every metal sediment that you could possibly get had spiked out through the transfer station truck. It was still running, functional, so we got it into Grizzly. It's been sitting at Grizzly for about a week now. Their concern is where they're at now is they're chopping the oil filter, going to stretch it out. If they're starting to find a lot of metal particulates in the oil filter, the chances are that we'll be looking at an in-frame rebuild, which is $15,000 to $18,000, and frankly, the truck's not worth that. They'd be throwing bad or good money against bad. So we have several options. One of which, the road department had a dump truck they laid over several years ago. The county got it back after it was done. With the tentative quote we've got for straightening the frame is running right around $5,000. It's already got a PTO, it's got hydraulics, all the rest of it. We'd be able to pull the box off and then set it up as a transfer station truck at a much discounted rate over the $15,000 to $18,000 for an in-frame. Initially, what my hope was when I started pursuing quotes for this is to find out what a hook assembly would cost for it. Because if we could buy the truck back salvage from the road department to the solid waste department, it would be next to nothing. And then modifying it for a hook to make a second variable height hook truck, it would have been greatly in our best interest to have a second hook truck, which is still an option on the table. I've been looking at surplus sites around, just ballparking, or tractor prices, just in case. We still don't have a firm result back from Grizzly yet, whether or not it's going to need an in-frame or if it's an oil cooler, or at this point it's just kind of speculation. But I wanted to put it on here to make sure you guys are aware that is in the future.
What engine's in that, Frank?
I don't remember if it's a C13 or a 15. I think it's 13, isn't it?
It's the 13.
How many miles on
Long.
Well, I wanna say it's like 600. I could be way off.
It's never had an in-frame either.
it? Yeah.
So the chances
Rough
that it
600.
won't need the in-frame are judging by the miles and the wear on the truck in general. And that's where I'm saying it doesn't make sense to throw, to even look at an in-frame that way, so.
Is there any oil in the antifreeze or just antifreeze and oil?
I'm freezing the oil. I didn't pop up to look in the antifreeze, so
Flagged to the extreme on the Schaefer oil report.
it's full.
It's because we haven't been running enough Schaefer oil in it, right? Don't you have some magic additive we can put in there and fix it, Frank?
Pepper.
So the road department's backhoe is